Hey everybody, this is Steve. I went shopping about 2 weeks ago and I was wanting something to read, and I was in Walmart and I came across this book by Joel Osteen. It's called It's Your Time, and I started reading it, I believe it was last Saturday night, so it's been almost a week. And I have to tell you, it is one of the best books I have ever read that relates to God's promises and the miracles and the opportunities we have as Christians. And specifically, this book talks about so many issues that those of us with anxiety and depression face. I had to actually slow down my reading because I don't know if you can see the tabs on the side of the book. I'm halfway through the book. Nothing like giving a book review when you're not even finished with it, but I'm halfway through the book, and these are just identifiers or locators of things that were so pertinent to me that I have to go back and reread. So anyway, I slowed down my reading of the book because I believe there's 23 or 24 chapters, and I'm finding that this is having such an incredible impact on my life and the way that I think, that I'm slowing it down and I'm going to read a chapter a day. So if you take that approach, maybe read the first 2 chapters, you can have a whole month of positive reinforcements, that those neuro associations that we have in our brain to change the way we think, to change or remove those what ifs from negative to being positive. And just to share with you, part 2 in this book is my favorite because it talks about thriving, not just surviving. And for a lot of us with anxiety, we just feel like every day we're getting up and going through the motions, and we're not thriving. We're just surviving. We're existing in a state of being that is very negative, that is very fearful, and we're not embracing life as God has given it to us. Some of you may say, hey Steve, I don't want to get into that religious hogwash with you. Well, that's your decision, and that's fine. But if you're searching, if you're tired of being anxious, maybe God is your answer. I can't go out in nature every single day and look at the trees and look at the birds and this world that we live in and say, hey, there is no creator. God has blessed us immensely, and it's just absolutely phenomenal when we think how even our ecosystem exists. Anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent here. Back to the book. There are topics about choosing faith over fear, and some of my favorite chapters. You have the comeback power. You know, I look back on my life and I say, gosh, I wasted so much time worrying and being fearful and staying in the house and not pressing and moving forward. And so many of my friends have succeeded in my rationale of what success is. And I think, wow, I wasted a lot of time. And the book talks about how God turns back time. No, He doesn't take you back to being 23 or 15, but He gives you the ability. If you live in His faith, you will get His favor. And that's really the essence of the book. Why live in mediocrity when you can live a successful life? And I just am really excited about this book. You know, I keep catching myself every day this past week with negative what ifs, negative thoughts. And I'm catching myself and saying, hey, wait a minute, you've got to turn that into a positive thought. And even this morning, I didn't want to get out of bed, and I didn't want to work out, and God has really touched my heart through this book. I can't wait to read the rest of it. But again, I think I got it at Walmart for around $16 and some change. It's Joel Osteen. You've probably seen him on TV. He's a pastor in Texas, a very popular pastor in Texas. And the name of the book is It's Your Time. Take a look at it. Go in the store and just read a couple pages. You'll love it. God bless everybody. Take care.